Hey, I'm Kelsey from PoofyCheeks.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make a layered paper cake topper using Silhouette and Silhouette Studio. So let's hop into Silhouette Studio. I've got a brand new mat here, and on the left sidebar we are going to choose the text tool, which is the A. Click on that and then click on our mat, and we'll start typing out what we want our cake topper to say. I'm also going to do a separate 6 because my son is turning 6. And I want the 6 to be bigger than his name. So then I will select all of it and I will change my font type and size everything the way I want it to be, arrange it. There's a tool up top, an align tool, so I can center the name and the 6 to each other. After that, I want to add an offset, and that is what's going to create these layers. So you're going to go to your left sidebar, click the offset, and then a new little box will pop up and you can adjust how wide your offset is. So for this one, I'm actually going to create an offset. Then I'm going to create another offset off of that offset so I can layer 3 colors. It's a Nerf birthday, so I want to have the blue, the orange, and the white. Now, when it's time to cut, I'm going to separate those layers and cut one piece of cardstock at a time. So I'll first cut the orange cardstock or the blue cardstock and then the white cardstock part. Just for visual, I'm going to go ahead and color the layers for you so you can see how I'm going to separate them and cut them. I'll adjust it up to the top of my mat. I don't want to waste any paper. And then I'm going to drag everything off except for the blue layer, and we'll cut the blue cardstock first. Then I add my blue cardstock to my mat and load it into the machine. I make sure I get it firmly on there. My mat is kind of old, so it doesn't have a super great stick, but if it's too sticky, I find that sometimes it does rip the cardstock, so I don't want that either. Once your material is loaded into your mat, you're going to head back to Silhouette Studio, click on Send at the top. From the materials, I'm going to pick textured cardstock. Then I'm going to make sure it cuts 2 passes. That means it'll cut my shape twice. Depending on your blade, you may need to adjust some of your other settings or just stick with the settings it provides. After it's done, I'm going to flip my mat upside down and take the cut part out, being very careful in case it did kind of miss any cuts. Load the orange, and then I will move the blue cut off of my mat in Silhouette Studio on my computer and the orange onto it, and I will start it with the same cut settings. Again, once it finishes cutting the 2-pass design, I'm going to take my mat out, flip it upside down to remove the cardstock. And that just helps so it doesn't get like a wavy effect. If I try to pull it straight up off the mat, sometimes the paper starts to curl. Now that we have everything cut out, I'm going to just fix any little areas I need to with a pair of scissors or an X-Acto knife. Sometimes in the really little corners, I find that it leaves behind or doesn't cut all the way through every now and then. This could have to do with the fact I maybe need to replace my blade. To attach the layers, I'm actually just going to use my hot glue gun because that's what I have on hand, but I really do like using those sticky dots if I have them because it gives it more of a dimension, a 3D look, and it lets it kind of give a shadow to itself. But for now, hot glue will be perfect. I just gently put it on, and then I don't press too hard. That way if it does give it a little bit of dimension, I like that look. And then in order to stick my cake topper into the cake, I'm just gonna flip it over, and I bought these little wood sticks. I think they were $3 at Hobby Lobby. I'm gonna take 3 of them and put one in the center and then one on each side so that I can just gently push this down into the cake. If this video has been helpful, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, and let us know what you would like to see next with your Silhouette or your Cricut machine. You can also go ahead and click that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of our new videos.